course here, because we have used the word raw materials, so it is broad.
Just having a look at our document here. Thank you very much, Miss Carol. And I must have said thank you very much to Robert. Didn't I? It's kind of come down to something that is we all understand and we can actually be able to explain. And as we go for lunch, I just want to encourage you. Think through, of course you now know the operators. This is actually very good because some of you have worked on spot with operators from the different countries. But just think through your commodities here and think through the zebras like mentioned, and then start coming up with what you would call the proposals. We've started on them, yeah? But already you can see where we need more help than where at all, yeah? And we start advising us, like Tanzania and Kenya, we can come back after lunch and you can encourage us with statements like, for example, our AEOs can get licenses for this maybe prior. You can advise us where, and the rest of you think about ways or proposals that we can actually give to the steering committee in order for them to be taken up by. And then you also look through the commodity list and think about our capacity and what exactly we can pick and what we can't take.
And I'm also very pleased to see that you are very much on top of everything. You know exactly what the companies are doing. You know what supply chains they have. You know what commodities they trade with. You know who the other agencies involved is. So I mean, we have a very, very good picture. And hopefully that has assisted you also from the SAQs when you go out to do the verification visits and so on. And the 11th work group meeting as well, to be on location, to visit the border posts. I hope that was kind of useful too. An advice here is to have a look through this list that Priscilla so nicely wrote down for us, and make a priority of who are the 1-2 most important CBRAs for the respective operator. If you go to one border post, you have one solution. You go to another border post, you have another solution. So it means that it's very complicated to have a single process for coordinated border management, because it will be differences. I mean, if we talk about Mombasa compared to Dar es Salaam, well, both are ports, but there will be different procedures in place as the ports are different. So the idea I had here to be able to start this guidance, at least at some level, is to write down some. I've created a template for CBRA guidance, and the way to cut it really is probably, my idea is to put the operator in focus. So we will work more or less nationally, where Uganda, for instance, would write the guidance to the CBRAs that are connected to NICE House, meaning that it's the Bureau of Standards. And with the selected benefits for NICE House, you can tell the Bureau of Standards the proposals you have for how to deal with this. Risk management, how we use that. The identifier we talked a little bit about as well before, the one we developed last time we met in Nairobi. This is a key thing for the CBRA to know what the identifier looks like, how it should look like, and what to do if they have suspicions that something is wrong. Because if we cannot provide them with the information so that they to 100% can assure that this operator is an AEO, we will have problems with the program. description of the operator, a little bit what you have done now, what are they dealing with, where are they located, things like that. Are they part of the national AO system, things like that. That is of interest from a legal entity perspective towards the CBRA. They know that if I'm a CBRA, I collaborate with customs. I know that Roba deals with these products, and suddenly there is something else coming in. Then we might want to have a good contact with customs and ask, suddenly Roba is importing cars. It controls, this I'm just guessing, but if there is a physical inspection at one of the border posts, you would know how the procedure looks like. You've been there, so to describe this as well. Reporting, is that something that needs to be reported? How do you do that? And then contacts. And this is just a suggestion to work through. If you need to add headlines or take away headlines, that's fine. But I couldn't really find, there is no such thing as a coordinated border management guidance handbook available, because it's no use. What is valid between Sweden and Norway has absolutely no value between Burundi and Rwanda, for instance. Do we have one laptop per country? Same way.